Kylian Mbappe to the club Arsenal is the transfer that we definitely are talking about today. Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the Arsenal chapter. And please subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. Right about here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your very host, Abu Kals, as we definitely are into a talk about Kylian Mbappe, who is a French professional football player and also plays for Paris Saint-Germain as his club. And right about now, he's been looking at a move away from Paris Saint-Germain, with him telling the club Paris Saint-Germain that he is no longer interested in staying at Paris Saint-Germain and he will not be in a position of renewing his contract. He wants to leave as a free agent once his time is done. And this didn't take quite well PSG, and PSG had to decide and say it's not appropriate for them to it's not appropriate for PSG to get rid. Actually, I don't know whether I should call it get rid, but to it's not appropriate for Kylian Mbappe to move away in a free transfer as a free agent, because he's an expensive football player and the club has invested quite a lot of money in him, and the amount of money we're talking about is definitely quite a lot. So we could definitely be seeing Kylian Mbappe making a big move away from the club Paris Saint-Germain. And right about now, the club that is in the picture is none other than Arsenal, with Arsenal saying that they definitely need Kylian Mbappe. It can be understandable why Arsenal need Kylian Mbappe, and Arsenal trying everything there is to make sure that they can land the football player. As you already know, that Kylian Mbappe is one of those that if he joins any club, then he will definitely bring a big impact to that club, no matter what club it is, because he's a natural goal scorer and is one who makes quite good runs on the pitch, and a very brilliant one, a very good one. Definitely, he is one for any club to definitely have. So the impact, we need also to look at the impact, what he can bring to the club. Definitely what he can bring. I mean, you're gonna get goals, and he's a very good passer. He always has a number of assists next to his name. So Kylian Mbappe and his move is definitely something that is gonna be brilliant, something that's gonna be quite good for the club Arsenal, as Arsenal looking at reinforcement, with the fact that Arsenal has already signed Kai Havertz, and reportedly it is that Arsenal has already signed Jurien and also Declan Rice, who comes to Arsenal from West Ham at a fee of £105 million that is expected to be paid partially. And also Jurien Timber, whose transfer value is £38 million. Definitely, that's also one that is at the club Arsenal. It's not, I shouldn't say it's officially announced, but all we are getting is that everything is going on as planned, and we could be seeing these two football players. Will be seeing these two football players playing for the club Arsenal. You can let us know what you definitely think about the football players playing for the club Arsenal, as I think it's gonna be a brilliant move. It's gonna be a very wonderful one, and Arsenal can really do quite a lot with the two football players, really. The three football players. Now, if Arsenal can add Kylian Mbappe, then that would be brilliant. That would be something very good, very nice. Everybody would really like to see Kylian Mbappe play for the club Arsenal. I mean, Kylian Mbappe is up to a move to Real Madrid, not to Real Madrid, to the Premier League. There's been a bit of a fight between the Premier League and Premier League and European clubs fighting for Kylian Mbappe in the Premier League. The number of clubs that are interested in Kylian Mbappe, it will be remembered that one of the clubs that are highly interested in Kylian Mbappe, one of them is Liverpool. and also Manchester United falling into place. Then right now we know that we very much know that Arsenal is very much into this transfer, whereas in Europe it's only Real Madrid that is trying to get the football player. So could we see him making a magic move to Real Madrid, or we could see him making a big move to a Premier League club? But if Arsenal is to break the bank for Kylian Mbappe, then I think that would be worth. It definitely would be. It would be worth, and I'll be happy for it. I would definitely be happy for this transfer because it's one that would really bring quite a lot. The fact that Arsenal ended second in the last transfer season, definitely that shows you that if they can make proper reinforcements, then Arsenal can probably get the first position, and that's really attainable. That's definitely attainable. So you can let us know what you definitely think about Kylian Mbappe and his magic move to the club Arsenal. Do you think Arsenal is going to get him, or you think it's a rumor? You can go into the comment section, but right about now it's not just a rumor, it's concrete, because when you see from different sources have come out and talked about Kylian Mbappe and his departure from the club Paris Saint-Germain, and the fact that he is looking at a move away from the club. That shows you that any next destination is very possible. And also, it will be noted that Kylian Mbappe might not have a choice on where to go this time round, because Paris Saint-Germain wrote to him a letter and posted it to him, and this letter said that he will definitely, they are giving him a limited number of days, and he's got to make his decision. And if he doesn't, he will be put on the open market, and he will have to move to the club that pays the highest amount of money, and that's the highest bidder. So that could be that could be good news to the club Arsenal, as Arsenal can vividly fight for the football player. So, but also do not forget that there is also what we call player power. And player power is where the football player, really has the authority to dictate what's going on in his career, whether he wants to make a move or not. So definitely it's something that is a bit tricky. And also looking at what was inside this in what was inside Kylian Mbappe's contract. Kylian Mbappe has 1 year on his contract. He's got 1 year to write off on his contract. But also, you have to put in consideration that despite the fact that there is 1 year on his contract, also there is in his contract there is a clause that allows him to extend the contract that he is on, by 1 year, and that makes it 2 years. However, where it becomes a bit tricky in this contract, it's only and only Kylian Mbappe who can trigger this contract extension. The 1 year extension can only and only be triggered by Kylian Mbappe, and that's where it becomes a bit complicated, a bit funny for the club Paris Saint-Germain. So I think Paris Saint-Germain is now good times with Kylian Mbappe right about now, because they say they are disappointed about how Kylian Mbappe has transacted this transfer business. But I think Kylian Mbappe was just writing to them to inform them, because he's no longer with. Also, it will be remembered that some reports came out recently saying that Kylian Mbappe had already agreed a move to Real Madrid, and I want to confirm to you that from other sources, from different sources, we've confirmed that that was not true. He's going to be open on the market, and once he's open on the markets, then we can definitely be seeing the likes of Liverpool and Arsenal plus Manchester United going to a very big bidding war, because I mean, who does not want Kylian Mbappe? And do not write off Manchester City, because Manchester City also, I think they would want to try Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland together. But since Arsenal has already beaten Manchester City when it comes to transfers, you can still do it again. Anyway, please subscribe and ring that notification bell, as we definitely could be seeing Kylian Mbappe moving to the club Arsenal. Thank you and goodbye for now.